Basically, here's how I would, if you were to change this to something like it had before, you just take this out of your input system and you go over to your controller. And instead of going, let's see where it is. Oh, come on. This horizontal float dot base, you would be like, put this in here, and you'd basically go, hey, let's put that back, copy, because I'm lazy, and then you paste. Bam. There's your horizontal. Now it's going to give you an error because, well, there's two of them. You can't have two. And this is a temp variable. This isn't a permanent variable. This variable right here is in this function right here. So it only exists in this function unless you output it. See how this float has an out? And just like this is walking is not part of this, they put key codes. And see, I don't like using this because this is dependent on it. It's part of the Unity system for if you go in here and you put your inputs in here, it's calling it from here. It's more of a direct approach, which, don't get me wrong, it's okay and everything for certain purposes if you only got one. But in our case, we're going to be using horizontal and vertical a lot. So this approach, I wouldn't exactly say that I would like. So we put it into our input system. That way we can call it from the input system. Like let's go into test here or mono base or whatever. You can actually sit here and put another thing and go war FPS dot. No, can you? Always thought you could. Oh yeah, that's right, because we're not using our namespace yet. Using wardawn.fps.characters.input. Now we have access to that. And now we can go dot wardawn fps. Now, because we did it this way, like this, we can access all those other variables from here. But it's not for this class like this. But if you had a regular class, you can extend the mono and have it into another and another and another and another. That's how, I believe, if you do a I compare, no, not an I compare, but an I drag, like for dragging windows in the class. Like if you had a window right here and you wanted to drag, you have to go into a specialty thing for it. It's a mono behavior, I believe, or something of nature. I don't know how Unity has it set up in the background, but I do know you gotta extend this part right here into from a mono and then have other stuff like I drag, things like that. But you know, that's way beyond this, and I don't even think we'll use it because who wants to drag windows around when you're in an FPS anyway? I mean, you want to shoot stuff. So that's the difference between those. Now we should talk about our weapon class that we're going to have. Now there's a few demonstrations. This is part of the legacy system. This I really don't want to teach because this is supposed to be going bye-bye soon. So I really want to use this. Now, we have done some animation stuff in the past and dealing with the animator and things. So what we should do, if you double click, you come in here. Now you can take this. This is the example of the eye drag that I'm talking about. This is a drag product. how you're dragging the window around. Now get the view right here. We need this. We don't really need to hire. Yeah, kind of, sort of, maybe. But now we have the scene. We have a decent window for it. So, what we're going to do is we have this avatar. It always has to have an avatar. But we need a controller. Now, because we need some stuff for models and things, we should have FPS model materials. Third prefab. Let's just make another folder inside our models. Okay, another folder, and we'll call this Anna. Probably with one L. I think it's with one L. It's okay. You know what it means. And we'll go into here and we will make create, and we will come down to here, animator controller. I don't know why I always call it animation. Go. Make sure you label this really good. AK. It looks like AK. Bam. Now we have this AK stuff. Alright. So we go back into our scene. Scene. And we drag our controller in. Okay. Which makes this unique for this. So, yeah, you probably should. We don't need it for now. I'm like, why don't we just make some more different variety of things? But we really don't need that. Now, we're all set up to use this animator. Okay, we don't have parameters for this. Now, before we go too far into this, I'd like to put a cut in here because this, we described a bunch of scripting and everything else. But I want to go more into detail for this weaponry things and theories and what we can and probably cannot do. So I'll see you in the next video where we will talk about weapon scripting and what we can and what works and what kind of doesn't, the good and the bad. So take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next one where we talk about shooting something, and maybe we'll write a damage script of some sort, and we'll try to get something going a little bit. Now, take care, like, hit subscribe, and just take care of yourself, and we'll build this up a lot more. But this just describing what we can do in the engine should be a dedicated video by itself, because there's a lot of gotchas and things like that. So I really want to give you guys a good outlook. So thank you and appreciate your time, and I'll see you.